on my new Aussie phone. So I got an Oppo 15, never heard of it, but it was about the cheapest phone I could get when I was setting up an Australian phone number. So it's an Android. I'm just curious what the quality of the live stream is, because my streams are known for their high technical quality, visually stunning, powerful audio. So let me know what the quality likes on this stream. So land acknowledgement, it's a big thing in Australia and in Canada, and it's coming soon to the United States. It's increasingly common now in the United States, but we've been doing it here for years. In Australia, it's what you do before a fancy event. So Graeme Wood, who wrote that profile of Richard Spencer for The Atlantic, he's now got an essay, Land Acknowledgements are Just Moral Exhibitionism. So when I dared to make a joke about Aborigines to an Australian friend, he said, that's just not on anymore, mate. We don't poke fun of Aborigines. In fact, before we hold an event, we always acknowledge that this is their land. So this is why I'm glad I don't take a moral perspective on land ownership, right? Because nobody just grew straight out of the earth. Like, everybody moved here from somewhere and displaced some other people. So whatever Aboriginal tribe used to live here, well, they displaced some other tribe, right? There's never just like one people who've been in a particular area. So if you want to look at it through the eyes of faith, then I understand that you can believe that like God gave land to a certain people. But if you don't look at it through faith, I think it's just easier to make sense of the world by recognizing that the strong take what they want and the weak endure what they must. So I don't think about Israel's right to the land in primarily moral or spiritual or religious terms. I think about it in terms of power, that they use their power to take control of the land and to set up a government there. And if someone stronger comes along, then they'll displace the Jewish state, which will make me sad. But I expect that strength, determination, and cohesiveness will determine these things. So a lot of people make the moral case for Israel, or the moral case for Palestine, or the moral case for Taiwan, but I just don't find that useful. So often I think morality is incredibly useful, but sometimes I think it gets in the way of clarity. So land acknowledgements are just moral exhibitionism. There's this essay by Graeme Wood. So you even know what I'm talking about, the practice of land acknowledgement preceding a fancy event names the Indigenous groups whose slaughter and dispossession cleared the land on which the audience fancy event is about to be served. It's one of the greatest associate producer credits of all time, meaning you give someone a fancy credit to buy them off. So a land acknowledgement is what you give when you have no intention of giving land. It's like a receipt provided by a highway robber, noting all the jewelry and gold that he has stolen. So it's common in Canada, it's common in Australia, it's catching on in the United States in certain circles. Graeme Wood says, I've now watched dozens of videos of events, and you can spot them before the speaker even begins the acknowledging. So the tone turns solemn and moralizing, and the speaker's posture is stiff, as if prepared to read a confession at gunpoint. So one might declare, say, before a corporate sales retreat, we would like to respectfully acknowledge the land on which we gather to discuss the new line of sprinkler system is the Mikakimaki ancestral territory. So the acknowledgement is always a prepared statement. It's read verbatim because, like all spells, it must be spoken precisely for its magic to work. The magic in this case is self-absolution. Acknowledgement relieves the speaker and the audience of the responsibility to think about the Indigenous peoples, at least until the next public event. I do not like the quality on this phone.